I did submit a complaint to the Royal Courts of Justice, which we are allowed to submit complaints, and we're also allowed to, before a judgment's made, the public are allowed to comment on a case or submit evidence if they want to come forward and so forth. I have been supporting Andrew Bridgen and the Reclaim Party on many issues, but I believe that Andrew Bridgen is a traitor to freedom of speech when he brought the case against Matt Hancock, regardless of what Matt Hancock said. Being a politician gives you a platform and the attention of your electorates and the nation, particularly if you go into the European Parliament, where you automatically have the attention of people. Therefore, if anyone like Matt Hancock comes out with any false comments, then they are immediately debatable, if not in Parliament, in the public sphere. You are given a parliamentary office, a YouTube channel, which is on behalf of your electorates, and you have the platform. You're not John Smith with, a YouTube channel with 5 subscribers. You immediately command the attention of the electorate. So, you are in a position to debate the debatable. My main point, the main points that I rose were, firstly, in regards to any false slurs, whether they're about objects, other facts, buildings, places, or people, whether you want to call it defamation or not, you could call it, it is building on our ancient hill fort defamation. Did it defame it by putting a letter D on it? I've just had a person in America say that their town mysteriously changed name in the 1800s. This Merriman research has got evidence of people's surnames being erased and misspelled on purpose all through Irish history, trying to erase people's ancestry. Is that defamation of an entire ancestry, pedigree, heritage, culture, religion? Could the royals, if found to have been trying to erase history, to erase knowledge of history and people in order to secure their invasive dominance and positions of power, is that defaming the country, the nation, defaming places? If you want us to talk about people, you might as well talk about places. But watch the swagger video from Merriman Research. The Monster Raving Loony Party have a manifesto. They've had manifestos for many years. Many of the things in their policies and manifestos, and these are electable people who you can elect for, run for. There are 3 councillors. It's an official political party that publishes material that is false. They've got policies that cannot possibly happen, that can't be real, that are fake, passing off as real policies. These people are claiming they will do this if they get elected, make unicorns legal, abolish gravity. Many, many, many false published statements. Yet they don't get prosecuted. I'm a member of that party. I joined. So publishing false statements, are our Parliament going to shut down the Monster Raving Loony Party? My other evidence was schools. All university, school children, college children, from primary school to university, they take tests and they're asked questions. They can be asked questions on subjects of people, if it's history or current affairs. There are many, many subjects where they get asked questions on real people. Some of those answers are wrong. Some of those answers are incorrect. Incorrect statements about individuals in many, many academic or education tests. Many of these tests are published. and so forth. If they're published and they have false statements, is that defamation? Are we going to prosecute students and school children for giving the wrong answers? That's the point in learning. Now, obviously, a test gets marked, but they're not prosecuted. So, can Matt Hancock's false slur be marked as incorrect? Should YouTube be not pulling videos, deleting videos, taking channels down? Should it merely be marking the videos? This is wrong. Marked, with a notice on in the video embedded into it, like they do embed things into videos, or wrong, like this is known to be false or known to be wrong, or people flagged it as wrong. Should this, if we approach this like education, how they wanted to do with their copyright school, no prosecutions or convictions. So that the education is my other evidence, fair use of the truth or the ability to even know the truth. And then there was another point as well, which actually I have forgotten. Those were the main 2 points, though. So I don't know whether the Royal Courts of Justice informed Andrew Bridgen that I had submitted such a complaint about his case. I don't know whether or not they rejected my complaint. It's a legitimate complaint. Apparently, I heard recently that the public can submit comments about legal cases, particularly before a judgment's been made. So, I submitted it by the forms correctly, identified the case, and so forth. Why I've got this up in front of me, here we have some books about Boris Johnson. I think one of them is a biography. Some of them are by other people. Here we've got a Mr. Men book about the lying Prime Minister, which doesn't actually say Boris, but it's making it kind of artistically clear that it likely is him. Boris isn't a put. There are many books. I can't actually believe they've got all these books about Boris Johnson. Have they got any books about Andrew Bridgen or Matt Hancock? Here's a character. I couldn't realise there were many books about Boris Johnson. Subject. What is the subject of this book? Boris Johnson is a subject of the king. Boris Johnson is a subject of the realm of England, Scotland and Wales. Andrew Bridgen is a subject of the Commonwealth of England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. And so is Matthew Hancock. We're all subjects. The subject of this book is Boris Johnson. There could be a subject of a book, Andrew Bridgen, or Matt Hancock could be the subject of a book. A person, a celebrity, can be a subject. Today's subject is history. Tomorrow's subject could be science. The day after could be mathematics. Then there could be a subject of a person. Boris Johnson could be your mastermind expertise. Questions on Boris. How about mastermind on television? You could be asked mastermind questions. It is being broadcast live. What is Boris Johnson's favourite colour? Pink. Wrong. Incorrect. False. Broadcast on live television. Are these answers on these quiz shows regarding famous celebrities defamation if they are false slurs? Mastermind chair. In Parliament, they debate subjects. We are allowed to petition subjects. A person is a subject because that's what the book's about, a person. The subject of the book is the person. So, these people are debatable. And then, Marianne Williamson has gone on to talk about, whether or not Biden wants to debate her or not. Can Andrew Bridgen, being an MP, and Matt Hancock debate each other via their Twitter accounts and debate what is true and what is false between themselves, seeing that they have got the attention of everyone? The whole point of publishing an advert in a newspaper, particularly the London Gazette, is that it has to be published so that people are given notice. There are certain court cases that have to be published in the Legal Gazette, or can be. I attempted to publish a petition in there one time and they refused me, yet a petition is casework. You know, and you're gathering evidence from the public and asking witnesses to come forward. I don't think legally the Gazette could actually refuse me. But then again, the Petitions Committee are... Boris Johnson is well known for being a liar. But the Petitions Committee are... I believe the Petitions Committee and this woman from Newcastle, this chair, this Geordie Labour Party woman, and Martin Day, sounds like he should be in a care home, they are flaming pants on fire liars, or they are retarded. They are not of intelligence. They either don't want to understand the truth or can't understand the truth. I don't know whether it is a bit of both. This is always the question. You know, are you for real? Are you taking the mick? So, you know, again, I don't know what Andrew Bridgen is playing at. You know, him and Hancock are throwing. I'm not sure whether Bridgen really is behind this whole Better Way conference, or whether he's done some sort of agreement with the Tories whereby he's going to infiltrate the other side to see what they're up to and getting on with, whether he's really opposed to this WH, or he turned up in the European Parliament talking about it. I've seen better speeches in the European Parliament. You know, Bridgen still, I don't know whether I like to trust Bridgen, but I'm not sure we can or not, or whether he's just a Tory. You know, he's moved, defected temporarily, or you know, for whatever reason. We'll see. But I do not think that his current court action is helping free speech. Reclaim the Media, and apparently acting for free speech, and one of the first things he does when he joins the Reclaim Party is take legal action against Matt Hancock for saying what he wants to say, taking away his freedom of speech and saying that you can't say that about people. So, you know, this is the problem.